Hello all, this is the Modern Savvy CPA doing my first video on money and people. So this is Money Talk 101, the first of many videos on all things money. First, the question that we're going to dive in today is when should we start learning about money? When should we start teaching our kids about money? Well, my answer is clear and simple. There is no too early or too late to start learning about money. I started learning about money when I used to get my allowance, for example. You save a certain amount, you give charity a certain amount, and you're able to spend a certain amount. So it's crucial to start learning about money at age 3, age 5. It does not matter what age you are at. Teaching your kids about money starting that young is very important. I find that in today's society, we're scared to talk about finances. We're scared to talk about money. We're scared to talk about that. We're afraid to talk about the concept of money and how it affects us and what part of financial wellness, that what part of our wellness is financial. And like I've said before, your financial wellness is part of your overall wellness. Physical wellness, mental wellness, and financial wellness. I don't think you could have one without having another. And if your financial wellness is in concern, then you're not going to be physically well and definitely not be mental well because you're always going to be worried about it. So it's never too late or never too early to start thinking about money. For one, you start with allowances and focus on the concept of, with your kids, you talk to them about making sense of what money is. By the age of 5, you want to focus on delayed gratification and the value of work. So you don't just get things by just getting things. You get things by working for it. So you get money to buy things by working for it. That's what delayed gratification is. I know that instant gratification is really easy to get into in our society that we live in. I fall into it. My parents fall into it. My kids fall into it. We all fall into the instant gratification system. But we have to take a step back and look at what it is that we want and what are our goals, and be willing to wait to get to that point. Don't deprive yourself totally, but make a goal to get to that point. That is what delayed gratification means. So, you want to be able to do that. As you grow, you get more and more, your capacity grows to learning about finances. So, you want to be engaged. If you're a young family, you want to be able to engage your children into talking about money and saving, the part about saving in everyday lives. Point out prices of things that when you're going to the grocery store, what are prices? Why am I buying this? Why am I buying the 2-for-1 sale at Publix? Explain to them why you're doing certain things and why you're not doing certain things. In the meantime, you're understanding it yourself a little bit more, So it helps them to manage. It helps them to understand that money is a part of our life, but we don't want to make it the God of our life. We don't want to make it the only part of our life. We need it to survive, and in order for us to survive better without worrying about it, is not to spend too much of it and not to spend too little of it, to moderate what we're looking for. Focus on our goals so we understand what our goals are. If we were saving for something, when a child is saving for something, my father used to have us save half of the money, and he would include the other half. That was one of the ways that he taught us how to to understand the value of the money and how it came about. You know, by the time you're a teenager, you introduce goal settings. That's definitely something that we all should take into our lives as adulthood. You know, you set a goal and you understand where you're going with the goal and where you want to go with the goal, and you work towards that goal, whether it is to buy that brand new pair of easy Yeezy sneakers or whatever it is, or you know, you want to start an investment account. Some kids are savvy and they understand that they want to start learning how to buy stocks. You know, you explain that those are things that you can work in and involve your kids. I believe that involving children in the process of money and how we budget our own life is a way to help them understand it when they go into their when adulthood, and it's a way for them to always be conscious of what they're doing. I don't say don't spend your money to enjoy. I believe we should all enjoy, you know, our hard work, and we should all enjoy what our goals are that we're looking for. But I also believe that, you know, delayed gratification is part of goal setting. You set your goal and you eventually will get to that point, and you will enjoy the money at that point, you know, what you're looking for. So, you know, that's a really important tip is into it. So again, let's review that. Let's review what we're talking about. It is never ever too early to start learning about money. It's never too early to start teaching your kids about money, because those kids become adults, and then they don't know what to do when they start their job. They don't understand credit. They don't understand what buying a house is involved. They don't understand what college finance is. So talking with your children as they grow into adults is a really important thing to do to start them on the right path when it comes to financial wellness. So that is my tip for Money Talk 101. I will start reviewing all different parts about money and all different tips on getting you together. We will definitely talk about college finance. We'll definitely talk about budgets. We'll talk about goal setting and prioritizing what our goals are and where we're going in our financial goals, but into financial wellness on my next videos or up and coming videos. Please do not forget to subscribe to my video, and if you have a question about money or anything to have to do with finance, please click on the link below and send me your questions so I can definitely include it in future videos on this channel. Thanks again. Bye.